I mean, mine's gone.
So is mine.
Delicious, so smooth, and with
So
frankly
good.
all the issues I've had with my throat lately, Mead's got it.
It's pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a honey wine, but you can infuse it with all kinds of flavors, or barrel age it, or
So we've been drinking big beers, and now we're drinking mead. So I'm going to blame all of that on the reason why I just now noticed that I forgot to start the video.
perfect.
So here we go again. I'm going to blame it on Studio B, really. I've never had it where it's asking me all these questions to try and get it going.
Perfect.
So
Different computers.
We got to have Stephanie in again, and maybe like have a producer.
That would be fantastic. I don't know why the person over here
Why
that's
don't
having to
we
hit
have a
all the
producer?
buttons is drinking. Like, that's not how it's supposed to be, I don't think. I mean, come on, when you think about it.
Cranberry. I think the cranberry is better.
Yeah, I
This
mean,
one's got a
they're both good.
little bitterness to it.
No, let me confirm.
Okay.
And Nate's doing the same. The nose, too, on alone. Yeah.
There's a little bitterness. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's because it's aged. I've had it for a couple years, but that's okay for mead.
It's probably
Yeah,
because of the
that's what we're
bourbon.
supposed to do with mead.
Oh,
You're probably tasting the bit of the bourbon.
Oh my God,
barrel.
that's delicious.
It's really good. I'm not dogging on it. It's
okay.
just the cranberry is more what you think of with mead.
I agree.
Just really sweet,
I agree.
just delicious.
Not boozy.
And honestly, oh man, I guess we are
No,
going to
this is-
untap them.
That's, I mean, well, we've opened it now, but that's when you save for the holidays.
Well, I've got more, so
There you go.
Good.
All right.
I just only wanted to
Thank
bring
God.
2 for now.
Yeah. So and is it all the same stuff, or do you have multiple flavors? So, all right, this is something that she brought up, even just briefly. Then, so down in Raleigh, you just moved up this way from Raleigh,
I did.
and down in Raleigh, you would have like just a beer
It's like a beer
group, craft
Yeah.
beer, just enthusiasts.
We called it a bottle share.
Bottle share. So you basically, anytime people go traveling, or was it once a week, once a month?
Once a week, every Thursday after
So-
work.
So, but how do you get awesome beers from afar that frequently?
So pre-COVID, like we had talked about, you couldn't ship beers. So any of the really hard to find, the beers worth traveling for, you could only get on site.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where people would travel to. Of our group, we had about 8 to 10 people. We would travel monthly. Somebody would, if not multiple people. Someone would go to Colorado. Someone would go to Vermont. Someone would go to Tampa. For typically a beer release, stock up. We would place orders with each other. So people would go spend $500 on a beer order, but they're distributing it to us. Then we would bring those bottles or cans, and everyone would bring like a little taster, and you'd get just like a little 4-ounce pour. All 8 of us, or 10 of us.
Enough to untap it, enough to try it,
try
and
it.
to know, like, okay, we need to go here.
Exactly.
And that's your motivation to travel at that point. Because I'm not gonna lie, I mean, I like to travel. Me and my BB, we like to get around, and we haven't really traveled for a specific brewery yet. But whenever we go somewhere, we look for breweries because of course, that's what you're gonna do. But I could see how once you really get into beer, you travel for the beer.
100%.
Like I'm used to going to, we went to Houston for a concert for my birthday.
Okay.
But we also hit about 10 breweries before the concert on my birthday because that's
Nice.
just what you're going to do, you know?
Yeah.
So that makes sense. I mean, because there are some of those just like staple, like you mentioned Heady Topper off the air. Like that is the pinnacle of those just delicious, amazing New England IPA.
IPAs,
They're
that's
probably the reason why it's called a New England IPA.
Correct.
You
Yep.
know?
That's what you want to reach quality-wise. And so people would travel to Vermont certain times of year when they're doing releases. And you kind of want to go to hot spots. Like Tampa is great for stouts. Colorado's great for sours. You've got New England's great for IPAs. So if you go to a place where you've got a lot of breweries doing high-quality brews, you can really rack up in a small square footage, if you will, or area. So,
And that's one of the great things about there should be a name for it now. Just the explosion of craft beer breweries that have just been popping up everywhere, especially the major cities. I mean, you can't go at this point. I feel like you can't go 4 blocks in any sort of actual city without running into a brewery or two.
Right.
I mean, they're everywhere.
yeah.
Problem is, they're not all good.
Not all great.
You know.
But we really enjoyed it. It was something we all look forward to every Thursday. It was like our people. And, part of it is, like you said, if you have something like that, you're going to want to travel.
Mm-hmm.
It's no different than liking a music group and following them different places. It's a destination. So you're going to these cities, you're grabbing beers for your friends, and then you're all trying them together. It's pretty cool experience.
Oh, that's cool. We might need to look into trying to start something up. So in that regard, because that does sound like a lot of fun.
No, I think there's a point here. I think there's a solid idea, and I think we've got this. So what are Jimmy Buffett fans called? Parrot heads.
Parrot heads.
Okay, so what are people who travel from the north to the south called?
You're talking about like the birds?
Snowbirds.
Snowbirds, yeah.
Well, JT once referred to us as booze bags.
That's
So booze bags.
When did he call us booze bags?
Regularly.
Well, I'll be. Okay, well, I can't
So
judge.
we're all
what are we
booze
doing?
bags, and we're gonna roll with it.
Yeah,
That's
all
our
right.
name?
So we could have a booze. What would that be? A booze bag? Booze bag gathering?
Booze back
Booze
bottle
Booze bag
booze
swap.
bag bottle.
wait, what did I call it? Bottle share. Booze bag bottle share.
Boom.
We got it.
BBBS.
Thanks, JT.
BB. Oh man. All right. All right. We'll try and get the ball rolling on that. In the meantime, let's go ahead and I guess you can untap, even though we did uncork these meads. I suppose that's the more traditional way to do it. From Schramm's Meadery. Where are they based out of again?
Michigan?
I'm going to take your word for it because I can't read.
Pretty sure it's Michigan.
Yep, Michigan.
Okay.
Ferndale, Michigan.
Great.
Cranberry. It's delicious. It's amazing. The smell, the note on it is good too.
It's good stuff.
I mean, I don't know. Is this just a straight up fives all around? I feel like it's just, it's good. It's because she's bringing in the big guns. It's her first time on Brewsday. She knows she's got to bring the good
She's
stuff.
gonna have to
Oh,
lower
yeah.
the bar next time, but
Well, I don't think there's nowhere. I don't know how else you can raise it. Really.
Get some
do you
alchemist
think?
in here.
Did you have a preference?
cranberry gets
Okay.
a 5.25.
5, and then so that way you can give this one a 5.
Off
So that's
the
the thing
charts.
we were talking about. Like, I mean, this one is more. I feel like I could drink this one more because this one is going to make me regret drinking more of it in the next day because it's so
Absolutely.
sweet,
Yeah.
just ridiculously sweet. Now I just think about what was it backwards? I don't remember.
Goober.
Goober. So the goober
Hey,
is
you guys.
the goober is delicious, and much more to my palate. You do pick up the jelly and the peanut butter and all that jazz. I mean, it is still sweet. Don't get me wrong.
But it bites.
Not as
that
sweet.
Barrel aged.
You can tell it's got the ABV in there,
Yep.
which I do love and appreciate. So it's all fives all around.
It's good. I've got more. So.
Do you concur?
Absolutely. Yes. Yes.
All right.
I love these.
So if you're listening right now and you're an Uber driver, feel free to swing on through.
We need some rides.
to the station because at this point, man, I don't know how we're getting home. But Stephanie, either way, thank you so much for bringing all this delicious stuff. We're gonna start the BBBS. Is that what it was?
That's right.
The booze bag bottle share. We'll get a Facebook page going or something. We need to do that. That is a great idea. I think that's something that should start up here in the New River Valley because there's just so much good beer out there, and if you're going out, you should share it.
Absolutely.
That's the fun part of it, having a cold one with somebody, you
Yep.
know? Do you concur, Nate? I see you're nodding your head.
I gave it the name.
All right.
did.
So obviously.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on Brewsday Tuesday, and that's it for me. I'm going to head out the door, and tomorrow, I'll be doing stuff, AWOL Nation, whatever, all that good stuff, 420, hooking you up. That's it. Have a good one, and we will do the same. I'll catch you kitties on the flip side. See ya.